King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Welcome, everyone, to Week 3 of the NJPW Strong Showdown Tour here in Hollywood, California. I'm Ian Riccaboni. This is Alex Kozlov. We are just 5 days away from Thanksgiving, Alex, and I'm thankful that we've been partners here on NJPW Strong.
Well, you know, some people say thanks and others say you're welcome. So, Ian, you're welcome.
Well, the tag team action is hotter than an oven on Thanksgiving, cooking a turkey. And by that, I mean the tag team bout we'll see here today. It's Bullet Club, El Phantasmo and Chris Bay. They take on Blake Christian and Mascara Dorada. Two teams really finding some continuity.
Oh, man, the Koval units is off the charts. There's about 1 million Koval units. Chris Bay and El Phantasmo. I'm so excited for this one.
You mean Scoville units?
What did I say?
Our main event here today, it will be a grudge match between Homicide and the former NJPW Strong Openweight champion, Filthy Tom Lawlor, Alex.
Man, Tom Lawlor hasn't been the same since taking that lariat from Ishii. And the things that Tom Lawlor has said in Vegas about Homicide, he said that he's a backyard wrestler, that he's untrained. I mean, some harsh words and some serious insults. So there's some beef here that's going to be settled.
And Homicide took that to heart in New York City. But first, our opening contest, Keita returns to action here on Strong to take on the undefeated Peter Avalon. Well, welcome everyone to Week 3 of the New Japan Strong Showdown Tour. Ian Riccaboni, Alex Kozlov on the call. Things just got a little prettier here, Alex.
Oh, look at this. I mean, he is looking like $1 million. Peter Avalon making his entrance here.
Undefeated, coming off a big win in his debut, that golden arch half crab. Peter Avalon, as we mentioned, victorious not only here in New Japan Strong, but also in Family Feud. They defeated Pee Wee Herman.
Where's Blue Pants? Here at last, PPA is in New Japan, here at last. I would love to say that I love to see each and every one of you, but it looks like I've seen each and every one of you a few miles away in Skid Row. Disgusting. You especially. Don't look at me. You don't even look like you wear blue pants. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm more than just a pretty face. I'm here to prove that. I am here to prove that I am the man. Not just the biggest man in pro wrestling. Not just the biggest man in New Japan. Not just the biggest man there in Jacksonville in AEW. But I'm just the biggest man, period. I got one checked off my list of names requests, and tonight's going to be easy work with Keita. I'm going to prove to you, especially you, sweetheart, shut your mouth, that it's PPA all day.
Peter Avalon with some inspiring words. He believes the undefeated streak will continue, a hot start to his career here in New Japan Strong, but he's facing a man who's coming off 2 tag team victories in a row. We'll see if he can keep that momentum up for himself. This building's been very good. Keita, Alex, tag team victories coming here in Los Angeles. 6-man tag, 2-on-2 tag.
Definitely been proving himself. Very impressive in previous competition. This is going to be a fun one.
We talked about it before. Keita, I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Keita from just up the road in Scranton takes a tough individual to break out and to get on as big a stage as New Japan, particularly in professional wrestling. And Avalon offering him the microphone. I think Keita's here to wrestle, though, Alex. Oh, come on. Insecurity. Pretty Peter Avalon. I thought maybe he was going to ask him what he was having for Thanksgiving this year. It's a couple of days away. Alex, do you have any traditional dishes that your family makes to celebrate the holiday?
Well, you know, where I'm from, Moldova, Thanksgiving doesn't exist. But, you know, living here in America, we've come to embrace the holiday. Peter Avalon not wasting any
Could
time.
be over quickly, two. Just a 2 count.
Starting off hot here.
Certainly
Pretty face, Peter Avalon.
Oh, and he's looking for that golden arch right away, that submission move, that half crab. Looking to end it is Keita using the heel of that boot, separating Avalon there. Of course, Avalon, one of the wingmen in AEW, had some big success there. Looking to continue things in New Japan, but that will slow him down.
Keita looking to fly. Oh! Through the first and second rope with a tope suicida. Regaining control of this match. And like you said, you know, growing up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, it takes a special kind of individual to get out of that. Got to be tough.
Certainly does. Ooh, big back suplex. And now hooks the leg. 1, 2. In Scranton, the opportunities are few and far between. Sometimes you got to do your best to leave and kind of come back a bigger, different person, try and reinvigorate yourself. That's what Keita has done as Avalon connects. Oh, wow, and a knife edge chop.
That's a big man chop. Oh!
And Avalon, nice short impact there, but Keita lines up, gets all of the hand. Ooh. And Alex, what do you do here when you're it just chops away?
Well, I mean, you just, you know, it's ego. It's all ego right there. Who can take the most punishment?
Oh! Caught! And talked about the biggest man. I may have put a damper on things. As Keita with the inverted atomic drop. And, ooh! Stun gun into it. Big kick there. Going for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only. Of course, this is our opening contest, our main event here tonight. Homicide versus Tom Lawlor. A lot of verbal barbs thrown there, Alex.
Yeah, I can't wait for that match.
Huge tag team bout coming your way too. Blake Christian and Mascara Dorada take on Bullet Club, Chris Bay and El Phantasmo. Right now, Keita on the offense. You gotta like what you see here.
Keita is in control here, wearing down PPA.
PPA, it's not just a pretty face, not just a good-looking robe. He is an accomplished wrestler. We talked about it in his debut, whether it's right here, Championship Wrestling from Florida, his success in AEW. Oh, and what is
Oh, man. Great awareness by Peter Avalon. Keita was going for what he calls Keita the City.
Wow.
A tornado suplex.
And for Peter Avalon, big back elbow sends Keita to the mat. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And it looks like right now, Alex, that the key to Peter Avalon's strategy is grounding Keita at this point.
Yeah, and this certainly seems like the turning point of this match. Peter Avalon was able to capitalize on Keita being on the top. Keita took a big bump, a bad bump.
Oh, and now going to the nose and the eyes, the mouth, and then right back to that butcher grip under the jaw.
And look at the pressure and the strain he's putting on the neck of Keita here.
And that point of the wrist going into the jugular, cutting off the air and the blood flow. And Keita very subtly adjusting his own neck to get some separation. Elbows to the midsection here. But it's Avalon, side suplex. back suplex there. Hooking the inside leg, cover, 2.
I think fans here in Vermont are booing Peter Avalon because something he may have said hit the nerve. Some truth, perhaps.
Truth! He said he saw everybody. What was he doing on Skid Row if he saw everybody else there? That's what
surely
I
he was
know.
passing.
Oh.
Surely he was passing by.
Look at that, up and over.
Probably on the way to doing some charity work.
No. Oh, Peter Avalon, PPA, forearm there. Nothing charitable about pretty Peter Avalon as he's looking for an Irish whip. Keita blocks it in our opening contest. Ooh, ducks the right.
Oh, how about that?
And rolls him up. 1, 2. 2 count only.
Oh, man.
God. Oh, Avalon got the hands up on the first. Could not sustain for the second. And Keita
Drops him on the knee.
Cover, 1, 2.
Oh, barely lifting his shoulders off the mat.
And one thing that Keita is not doing that Avalon did do was stay on top of his opponent, just maintain control of a wrist and headlock. That's something Avalon did very well coming out of those 2 counts. Ooh. Springboard drop kick. And that may have given the opening Peter Avalon needed. Up the ropes he goes.
Oh, a suicide dive of his own. Not wasting any time. Put him in the ring.
And outside in with the big knee. Rolls him over, hooks the leg, cover. 2. Ooh, razor thin margin there, Alex. And I think that might be the difference. Those little things like maintaining control of your opponent after the pin, staying on top of your opponent, that's where Avalon's excelling right now.
Absolutely, and that comes with experience. I mean, he's got 14 years versus 8 years of Keita. Going to the top here, high risk.
Yeah, second rope on the inside, Keita on the outside, holding on to that turnbuckle. Shot to the midsection, trying to break the grip of Avalon. Ooh, forearm delivers. And another. Separation created. Now on the inside.
Wait a minute. Hits him with Keita the City.
And that tornado snap suplex has Avalon right where Keita wants him. Off the ropes, Irish whip reverse. Keita charging in, swing and a miss. Back fist misses from Avalon. Ducks the clothesline, and Keita with a big one. And back elbow sends Avalon down. Caught. Jawbreaker.
Money clip. And he's on a roll here. Watch out.
Oh, and makes Avalon pay for charging in. This could be it. Hooks the leg, 2, and no. Wow. What an opening contest we have here tonight. Keita on the doorstep of picking up a victory. And he's going to look to end things here. Oh, and Avalon, again, maintaining that control of the wrist, keeps him close enough to connect with the kicks.
He's able to take him off the feet with those kicks to the thigh and going for that submission, single leg crab.
Looking for the golden arch and pressing down with the knee.
Oh, man,
and that knee's going left to right. Oh, now it's going left to right, and the pain on the back and the stress on the back here, Alex.
Kid is in a lot of pain if he can get to that rope, and he makes it.
Great ring awareness. Really back and forth opening bout here.
Clearly taking this match very seriously. A win here for either of them would mean a lot for their careers here in New Japan Strong.
Certainly is. We've seen men like Ren Narita start in the opening contest and make their way to the main event. Sunset Flip 2. And that's how you do it. You get these wins on these opening contests. Arm butterfly, powerbomb, tiger driver, 2. And he maintaining control.
There you go.
Oh, and he's got that Daniel Garcia style Boston Crab. Great counter. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there. Avalon follows it in, and it's Sagiri again. That may have turned the lights out.
Yeah, I think he knocked him out there.
And here you see the golden arch. And he's got that high angle that he likes.
Yeah, and that knee on the ribs there. Oh, yeah. No choice but to tap out.
And what a start to Avalon's career here on New Japan Strong. 2-0, picking up 2 big victories. That golden arch. The emphasis he puts on that lateral movement, Alex, that's a heck of a move to try and get out of. That may be the first of many victories we see here, the second of many victories we see here for pretty Peter Avalon.
It's a tongue twister. PPA, one step closer to proving that he's not just a big man in pro wrestling, not just a big man in AEW or New Japan Strong Pro Wrestling, just the big man, period.
Big victory for PPA here. And fans, coming up next, a huge tag team bout. Blake Christian teams with Mascara Dorada. That team sensational. They take on Bullet Club, Chris Bay, and El Phantasmo.
Are you ready, Ian? Are you ready for Bullet Club? Oh, man. It is banging here in Vermont. Whoa. What a man. Look at that.
You got the headbanger, the ultimate finesser.
It is vibrating here.
And as you see on the LED jacket, this is the Bay FF team, Alex. ELP, El Phantasmo. Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser. Seconded tonight by Rock Hard Juice Robinson, who we will see next week taking on Jake Something. What a matchup that's going to be.
Now, I gotta say, Ian, I've seen these two before. These two as a team are something. They are incredible.
Really speaks to the tag team division that's building here on New Japan Strong. Great tag team. El Phantasmo, 2-time Super J-Cup winner Chris Bay, former Impact X Division champion. They won 2 in a row here on Strong. And we're being joined at the commentary position at this time by Rock Hard himself.
They're not a set of stairs for me.
Juice.
How long do you have to be in this business to get a set of stairs to get up here, huh?
I've been wondering the same thing. Juice Robinson, welcome to the commentary position. Next week, you take on Jake Something, what should be an incredible bout here on New Japan Strong.
It'll be something, all right.
Certainly.
Versus Juice Robinson, Rock Hard Juice Robinson, baby. Talk about these idiots, Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Why are you joining in with him? Leading the way, Mascara Dorada, Blake Christian, a team we saw in Las Vegas, teaming up again once.
180cm79kgオールハーブレイククリスター 175cm86kg ザ・キング・オブ・ローズマスカラドラダ
You know, we just talked about how the tag team division has never been hotter here on New Japan Strong. 2 teams forming regular partnerships here.
Well, we know these two right here. Is this guy gonna shut up so I can do my job?
I always wondered the same thing.
Do some analyzation here. Let me tell you something about Mascara and Blake Christian. They're both quicker to hiccup. They can flip all day, but guess what? So can Chris Bay, and so can Extremely Long. You know what the P stands for? No, that was just a joke.
O is for other, P is for people. The other P, that's not so simple as Chris Bay and Blake Christian starting things off. Yeah, I'm a little low PP.
I got to remind you guys that it was on NJPW Strong Showdown 2021. This team of ELP and Bay, they were victorious against Leo Rush and Arya Davari. And we get to see them again. Showdown 2022.
Great stats there. As we see a side headlock for Chris Bay. And this is the ultimate finesser here, Juice.
Yeah, the thing about Chris Bay is he's got so much finesse. Everybody, oh well, me specifically, I always talk about his ring jackets. They're tantalizing, they're scintillating, but his offense is the exact same, if not more. Look at this. Look at how tantalizing this man is.
Well, look at how quick Blake Christian is. Rolls back, rolls, ooh, gets the knee, looking for the drop kick, nobody home, cover there, lateral press gets one, sweeps the leg, cover, Christian gets one, it's Bay and Christian back to their feet, ducks to the right, and a half dragon counter by Bay, swing and a miss,
so fast you can't call it. Oh!
Look at that, standing moonsault misses, swing and connects, Bay, staggers Christian.
Bay.
Up and over, wow! Rolls him through, and it's Christian.
Oh, man.
And Chris Bay in a bad way right now, Juice, but you're not...
Slow cover by the kid. All heart, not all brains.
You're not worried right now. It was a quick start here for Christian.
I'm not, because do you know how many times Chris Bay and ELP have had tag team matches where they've won? Several thousand. Do you know how many times these two idiots have even tagged? They haven't even, this is their first time. I don't even know.
It's the second time for King of Ropes Mascara Dorada and Blake Christian.
Well, I'll tell you, my guys, the Bullet Club, they've tagged together way more than 2 times.
That is accurate. Is ELP coming in?
Geez, I've tagged with you 2 times, Ian, haven't I?
You have. We in Atlanta, 2019.
Denny's once?
Yeah. I accused you of ordering the spaghetti.
I would never order spaghetti. That was Cabana, damn it.
I figured out it was Chuck Taylor as Dorada rolls through. Springboard, caught. High cross body. That's the right.
That was definitely just below the belt, but not too.
Oh, big boot there.
Right on the border.
Sling blade bulldog. Alex Dorada's in control right now. Look at this.
Oh my Lord! I don't like that. Wow. I don't like that.
I can't do that on slow motion on the ground. No. Cover. 2.
Yeah, Dorada is real tricky to get a hold of. He uses those ropes. That is why he's known as the king of the ropes. He's quick. He gains momentum by bouncing off those ropes.
He's well versed in the lucha libre. That is for shizzle.
Oh, and letting ELP.
It's a big swing.
Getting a shot there.
Oh, man.
Oh, a little extra from Dorada. And
are they doing a dong measuring contest here, I believe? Oh. Because Dorada, you're going to lose ELP.
That's the word on the street, and the street right now is telling us these 2 men, open hands, getting it on like 2 men should.
Here comes their partners.
Oh, blocked. Open hands there. ELP.
Here comes some rope stuff.
Oh, man.
What is this?
Oh, Lord.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Look at the balance of these 2 men. Just laying into one another.
Oh.
Wow. Mexican wrist lock takeover from Dorada.
Whoa. Watch out. Oh. Wow. This is not going good for me and my guys.
The fans are loving it, though, here in Hollywood.
Not all of them. Not the Bullet Club fans, damn it. Move, guys.
Whoa. Sticks the landing.
Exactly what we don't want to happen here in Hollywood. Oh, okay, now he's going to do something breathtaking. See, I hate this guy. I hate this kid. Why would you like him?
Blake Christian.
What'd they do?
Oh, he caught Phantasmo and gets Bay. Oh,
drops him. Innovative offense here. But Blake Christian.
Cheating. You can't slam somebody on the outside.
That is a good point. I mean, did he need to do that?
Well, I saw you do it to Ren Narita, and Alex, I've seen you do it thousands of times. What's the leg?
There's a difference, though. Ren Narita had it coming.
Yeah, he had it coming.
Chris Bay and ELP, they don't deserve this.
Oh, they're
just
saints, right?
Yes, they are saints.
Dorada on the shoulders. Ooh. ELP sending Dorada down.
Have you guys ever seen Dorada without his mask?
Can't say I have.
Oh, lucky you. I tell you, I have nightmares. Nightmares. Keeps you up at night.
And Bullet Club have found a way to neutralize Dorada in the corner now.
That's right. Keep him on the ground. You don't want him flipping and flopping. Slam him down, guys. Come on.
Legs trapped.
There we go. They're going to go. I know what they're going for here. Nice. Man. There you go, Chris. I taught him how to do that.
Taking out
Exactly. That's what
Leg
you gotta
Christian.
do.
Well, yeah, you and David Finley used to do that until you turned your back on him.
Hey.
And the Bay FFs have Dorada in there. Target.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
Putting the pressure on the inside
Of the thigh. Yeah, the inside of the thigh.
Yeah, really working over the adductors there.
Yeah, the old adductors, the hip adductors. Dorada has very troubled hip adductors.
Right.
It's smart of Chris Bay and ELP to go after it. You always want to be like a shark that smells blood in the water.
How come that's the first time they went?
Well, I'll tell you.
It actually happened and you didn't
Master
talk.
Dorada, his hips don't lie. His hip adductors, they do not lie. You got to go after them.
You could have said the P word there, so that we've been alluding to it all night.
But that wasn't to that,
Oh,
though. That was
okay.
seriously toward the upper inner quadrant, higher region of the hip adductor connection.
And ELP getting the crowd fired up.
Yeah, here we go. This is going to be good. Oh, he's got me fired. Look at me, I'm fired up.
Oh, ELP. Fantaz.
Oh, man.
That's the kind of, yeah, there you go.
That was beautiful.
He deserves no respect. See, ELP's smart because he plays mind games. Because you know that made Master Dorada angry. Master Dorada. You
No
know
doubt
that
about
made
it.
him angry.
The anticipation.
He'll make a mistake.
The cartwheel. Ooh.
It's not fun being dominated and being humiliated at the same time.
You start swinging for the fences is what happens. You start taking chances you didn't want a chance. Didn't want
watch
to take.
this.
There you go. Good.
Incredible. Oh, man.
Big
Come on.
boot. Catch the arm. Dorada.
Oh, man.
What the heck was that?
DDT.
All right, right into that turnbuckle.
Into the turnbuckle. Absolutely.
We need to make sure that Master Dorada doesn't tag. Hurry up, tag Chris quickly.
And ELP makes the
Go,
tag.
go, go.
Chris Bay, Dorada makes the tag of Blake Christian. Oh, hard in there with the ultimate finesser. Irish whip.
Oh my God, look at these guys go. Oh! Oh!
Wow!
Uh-oh.
And Blake Christian in phenomenal condition, as is Bay. Two great athletes. Whoa, sending ELP to the outside. Big kick rolling through. Whoa! Splitting the ropes. Skins the cat. Springboard.
What is happening?
Oh! C4!
No! Kick out! Oh! Woo, that was close. Don't get no closer than that. See, I can say a lot of bad things about this kid right here, Blake Christian.
And you
but
have.
he is a damn good wrestler, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because I hate him.
Makes the tag. Mascara Dorada in. All the way to the top, Dorada. Nobody home. Rolling through. And Chris Bay to the outside. Shoulder to the midsection. Through the ropes. Look at Bay.
There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it.
Springboard complete shot. Hooks the leg. 2. And
Stay on him.
ELP thought that was going to be 3. I think.
Am I being biased?
No,
Am I showing bias?
right.
Am I showing Bullet Club bias?
No, not at all.
A little Bullet Club bias? Come on, Chris. There you go, baby. Sink it.
As Bay, nobody home. Dorada up and over.
Oh, that's enough of them damn enziguris.
Springboard.
Oh, man.
Big time. Lawlor.
There he is. There he goes.
Cover,
Good, good,
two.
good, good.
ELP.
What we need. That's what we need right there.
Just in the nick of time. As Christian sends ELP to the outside. And Christian and Dorada, who've been forming a formidable team here on Strong. Great continuity here, Alex. You gotta love what you're seeing with this teamwork.
If they were to pull out a victory, it would do wonders for them. It could put them into that title picture.
You see Bay caught. The cutter blocked. It's Christian. Oh! like a tornado.
Wow.
Landing with
Things are in trouble now.
that Spicoli driver. It's Christian to the top. What are you doing?
Well,
What are you doing, Juice?
Juice just wanted to send Blake Christian a message. And Blake Christian got distracted.
And the water on Christian gives Bay enough time to recover. What the?
Oh, man.
What was that? Cover two.
Beautiful.
Oh, come on. Beautiful.
Chris Bay caught Blake Christian mid-air with the cutter.
That's because Juice Robinson sent him halfway across the ring.
Well, Blake Christian looked at Juice Robinson the wrong way. Did you see the look that he gave him?
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can throw water at somebody.
The water is harmless.
Catching the attention of Blake Christian, ultimately costing Christian and Dorado the match. You know, Alex, I don't agree with outside interference, but part of me agrees with you. Part of me that a more experienced wrestler might have been able to shake that off and get across the finish line. Unfortunately, Blake Christian, who has amazing moves, who has tremendous victories, was just taken out of the mental game right there. Bullet Club able to pick up the victory. Oh, do we have to see this?
You don't like seeing that?
Unbelievable.
Come on, celebrate with the Bullet Club. Chris Bay and El Phantasmo have just gotten a victory, an impressive victory over Blake Christian and Mascara
Oh,
Dorado.
now attacking a ring attendant, ELP. Just,
He happened to be in the wrong place, wrong time.
he threw up the too sweet. The ring attendant went for it, kicked him in the midsection. Totally uncalled for. Bullet Club, your winners, fans. Coming up next, our main event here on Showdown.
Emily May here with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I am with the strong openweight champion, Fred Rosser. And next week, you have an exciting match ahead of you against Jay White.
Emily, you know what time it is.
I do.
No one comes to Hollywood to just sit down. And Comfort Zone is a nice place, but nothing grows there. And I'm looking to shake things up here on Strong. Jay White, I've said it to your face publicly, and I've said it to you privately. Nobody does it better than you. And I'm looking to show the world that I am the face of New Japan Strong. You've held many championships, but this right here is my first. And it's champion versus champion. We need to know, I need to know. 20 years I've been in this business, I need to know if I still got what it takes. Jay White, I normally say to my opponents, if you're not ready, to get ready. But I know you're ready because you're the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. But just a reminder, just in case your mind is playing tricks on you, if you're not ready, get ready. Because it's time to go to work with Mr. No Days Off, Fred Rosser. Now, if you don't know, now you know.
Tokon Shop Global. We ship worldwide.
Why, but you finished those Okada orders yet?
Yeah, with the new Team Filthy shirt, papi.
Genius. Eso, mi gente.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
本日のメインイベント30分一本勝負を行います
Main event time here on the Showdown Tour. And Alex, what do the numbers 187 mean to you?
Well, when I hear the numbers 187, when I hear this music, you know, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe personally. But Tom Lawlor's not deterred.
I don't blame you. This is one of the toughest men professional wrestling has ever seen.
赤コール170センチ86キロ
And you know what, Tom Lawlor was on the call with us in Vegas, and he has said some unpleasant things about Homicide.
Unpleasant is an understatement.
One of the worst insults a wrestler can get is being called a backyard wrestler. And I mean, that's some hard shots fired. But you can't take away, you got to give credit to Homicide. What he's been able to accomplish, how long he's been in the game, the championships that he's held.
Including the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Which is quite an accomplishment.
Certainly, when you have men like Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho holding the championship, that is a prestigious title. Tom Lawlor, though, he was the man instrumental, credit where credit is due, of establishing and putting the New Japan Strong Openweight title on the map. The first Strong Openweight champion, still the longest reigning Strong Openweight champion. Very faithfully defended that title as well, Alex. Turned down no challengers.
青コール新フィニッシュ183センチ90歳フィニッシュトミー・ローラー
And you know, and some would say that he would still be champion if he wasn't so gracious and continuing to give Fred Rosser opportunity after opportunity.
Well, he certainly made Fred Rosser earn those opportunities. Tom Lawlor, though, after losing the championship to Rosser, went to Japan, competed in Japan with his Team Filthy, had great success there. And it's going to be a contrast to styles here. We mentioned what kind of fighter Homicide is. He is, no doubt about it, a street fighter. He was born and raised in New York City. Tom Lawlor essentially was raised in a gym. I mean, this guy's a consummate gym rat, a wrestler, amateur accolades, professional accolades.
That's right. I mean, two completely different people from completely different backgrounds. Like you said, Homicide, you know, a street fighter. Tom Lawlor being professionally trained. And the things that Tom Lawlor has said about Homicide, you know, I just think that he has something against, you know, the way that Homicide came up in pro wrestling. But right now, you know, all that talking doesn't matter. You know, it all comes down to inside that ring.
Bell is rung, and it is main event time here on New Japan Strong. Of course, this is our main event this week. Next week, very quickly, first time ever match. Strong Openweight champion will take on the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, a special exhibition bout for the heart and soul of Strong. Fred Rosser taking on Jay White. right now the stakes couldn't be higher for these two men, Fred Rosser and Homicide. Championships are one thing, Alex, you've held many, but it feels like something's different and it's heavier when personal insults and vendettas are thrown around.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it's there's a lot of pride here on the line. And I'm sure Homicide wants to settle the score, wants to have a serious and solid rebuttal to Tom Lawlor's insults.
Homicide getting the crowd rallied behind him here. Homicide made his New Japan Strong debut just a couple of months ago. And really, Tom Lawlor did not take that lightly, as we see a waistlock here just now trying to grind down Homicide. But Homicide's no stranger to being in there with wrestlers. He's defeated Bryan Danielson, for instance, for the Ring of Honor World Championship. So he's made a career out of fighting wrestlers.
You're absolutely right, and I hope that Tom Lawlor is not underestimating Homicide, because that would be his biggest mistake. Homicide, no matter how he came up, it doesn't really matter. We all know what he's been able to accomplish. Former ROH World Heavyweight Champion. He's got more years in the pro wrestling business than Tom Lawlor. He's got 8 more years in this ring than Tom Lawlor. And so it's very important that Tom Lawlor doesn't take Homicide, that he takes him seriously.
And I think deep down, I think there's that little bit of insecurity of Tom Lawlor when you're a guy. Tom Lawlor may not have the most privileged life, but I think certainly a little bit more privileged than Homicide. Ooh, and I think deep down he knows he's a great wrestler, but this is a test for Lawlor to find out if Lawlor's a fighter. Competing in the UFC is one thing, but can he street fight with a guy like Homicide?
Well, I have no doubt that Tom Lawlor has all the skills that one would need to fight against somebody like Homicide.
Hammer locking the arm, now stretching out. Oh, into a side surfboard here.
Oh man!
With that hammer lock.
Wait a minute. Homicide somehow.
And he slipped that arm out. And going for the ankle of Lawlor. And Homicide with the leg trapped in the corner. Referee Jeremy Marcus with very clear instructions here. Oh,
man,
goodness.
You can hear the shot of that.
Wow. Straight across the chest to Homicide. And shoulders to the midsection. Now perching Homicide up top. The former strong openweight champion. Homicide! Oh, God!
Man.
Grabbing the hair, going to the eyes, now biting the ear of Tom Lawlor, the cauliflowered ear, into the mouth of Homicide. And shots to the midsection. And this is a fight now, Alex. They're biting. There's closed fist after closed fist. There was some wrestling early. And now, going for the Fujiwara. But even Homicide knew the counter. He slipped his arm underneath, alleviated a lot of the pressure on that.
He's going for it again.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, man, that's rough.
And that time nowhere to go for Homicide.
With moves like these and damage like this on the arm, you're going to be a one-armed fighter. Very difficult to fight a guy like Tom Lawlor with a compromised arm.
Absolutely. Homicide slipping out. Smart move, getting that shoulder out, going to the ropes. Ooh! And we talk about clean breaks. We usually think of the aggressor. It was Homicide who was on the defense, not giving up the clean break.
Oh. And that's something that Homicide needs to watch out for. Tom Lawlor is very proficient on the ground. Superb jiu-jitsu skills. He knows how to pick you apart. Whatever limb he focuses on, he can take that away from you.
The dragon screw leg whip into the leg DDT there. And it is Lawlor, like you said, like a surgeon, just presiding over the dissection of Homicide. Homicide blocking the figure four, however temporary. Oh, and Lawlor going to the wrist. And look at it for the Kimura here, trying to bend that arm, trying to get the double wrist lock. Homicide goes head to head though. Homicide with the ankle, over the half crab.
And that was smart, using Lawler's own movement to trap him and looking for an STF here.
And look at the positioning of Lawler. He turned him so that Lawler would have a more difficult time to get to that rope if he can execute the move. But look at Lawler.
And grabbing a choke here, a sleeper here, and rolling through, looking to get the body scissors to restrict the movement. Almost has it. Homicide, though, finding the ropes. They're tied in the ropes.
Lawler not letting go here.
Oh, now both tumble to the outside.
That's the thing about Homicide. He's very experienced. He could have an answer for most of Tom Lawler's offense. He's very aware of his surroundings. He knows at all times where he is.
And on the outside,
oh, no.
Lawler in grave danger. Pile driver to the floor.
Man.
That is no more than 3 inches of padding on top of concrete here at the Vermont Hollywood.
Driving the neck down to the floor, all the compression, the back, the nerves. Oh, such a dangerous maneuver.
And from a momentum standpoint, Alex, you know, the pain is one thing, momentum's another. Homicide right back into this match with one move. An interesting strategy. Homicide going right back to the outside. Maybe looking for another here.
No.
Oh, and he almost had him. And Lawler able to block it, takes advantage with a kick.
Well, I'm telling you, if he were to take another one of those, I mean, a pile driver has been a career-ending move.
It has been banned by organizations for the effects it may have. We're up to 14 here. It is a 20 count here in New Japan.
They got 4 seconds to get back in the ring.
Certainly do.
18.
And we are down to 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, and Lawler and Homicide are both back in.
We were 1 second away from this being a double count out.
And Homicide looking to get some momentum going.
Look, let's not forget, Tom Lawler has taken a pile driver to the outside. He may be able to have fight in him, but that has done a lot of damage to the neck. He may not have the same kind of power and strength to execute those submissions.
And on the other hand, as Homicide unloads, Homicide's shoulder and elbow are damaged. As both men unloading, slaps across the face, to the ears, to the necks. Oh, and gone right to the eyes again. And you had to know that was coming if you're Tom Lawler. And he can't even find Homicide at this point after those shots to the eyes. What's he doing in the corner? Oh, and he's got that fork.
Oh, man.
And referee Jeremy Marcus inspected Homicide before the match.
Well, I thought
he hit it in that other bandana that he put on the apron.
Oh, man, that is a dangerous object if you were to use that against Tom Lawler. Thankfully, we have Jeremy Marcus clarifying the rules. Wait a minute.
Oh, and he's going to the eyes again.
No.
Oh, he's going to blind him. And now Lawler.
Man.
Oh, they're fighting for their lives there. And Homicide, for his own safety, looking to pull that fork away. Irish whip. Wow. Wristlock takeover.
Man.
And they are fighting for the control.
Whoever's going into that turnbuckle, this is going to be a problem, a major problem.
That fork looming like the sword of Damocles. Irish whip to the corner. Homicide looking for it. Caught. And Lawler. Big throw there from Lawler. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Lawler trying desperately to turn this back into a wrestling match. He really hasn't been the same since that lariat from Ishii, but he's coming back to life here. Looking to hook the arm. And trying to expose him in this stretch here.
Oh, man.
And stepping over, has a lot of leverage. putting pressure on the hips of Homicide. He's going back to that surfboard-style stretch that we saw earlier in the match. And he's got him trapped. And a great pinning combination here, maybe. Homicide spinning out of it, knowing to get to the ropes.
But the damage has been done.
Certainly has. That arm and shoulder. Big time damage done. It is the head and neck of Lawlor, the shoulder and arm and elbow of Homicide. And we really haven't seen it yet, that lariat from Ishii a couple of weeks ago. Ooh, hasn't rattled Lawlor then. Oh, there's a cutter! There's a cutter! Hooking the leg, 1, 2, oh! Just a 2 count. And Homicide. Back in control here.
Look at that fork behind him. That fork is sticking.
Oh, I haven't even thought about that.
Firm in that turnbuckle.
As he's double underhooking the arms. Trying to sink down. It's Lawlor. Oh, look at that. Around the world with the front face lock. The body scissors. Oh, they're getting so close to that fork right now. Homicide trying to hold on to the submission and avoid the fork. Oh, and they're in the corner. Oh, goodness, the thrust. Shot to the midsection. Right into the solar plexus. Now second rope on the inside. And that fork right underneath them. Trapping the head. And the cutter again on that already damaged neck, but countered. Countered into the choke. Looking to choke him out here.
Oh, he may have him here. He's got that rear naked chokehold in deep.
And he's fading. Lawlor trying to trap the legs and the body, trying to get on top to prevent movement. As Homicide looking for the ropes. He back to the middle of the ring. Shoulder, elbow to the midsection.
Homicide is breathing very hard right now. And he may be fading.
The lights are going out, Alex. The lights are out, and he's trying to change his grip. And then he catches off, biting the hand. And biting again.
Oh, man. Well,
and that is filthy.
Well, there's nothing you could have done in that situation.
Oh, goodness.
Shoulder tackles him. Attempts to shoulder tackle him, but Homicide catches him with that knee.
Yeah, dropped his hips, caught him with the knee. Now looking for the cop killer here. Arms are trapped.
Oh, man.
Arms are trapped. Up and over goes Lawlor.
Oh, he got it in.
Back to the rear naked choke. Whoa. Sends him up and over. Lariat. There's that lariat, Alex. Hooks the leg. 2, 3.
He got him. Man, I'm telling you.
And Tom Lawlor's kryptonite has become the lariat.
Well, I mean, you got to think about the lariat that he took from Ishii, the whiplash. I mean, that's had an effect on him. That is his weakness, and Homicide was able to catch him.
Well, think about the game plan. You know, we said he was a street fighter, but it was the pile driver, the cutter, and then the lariat, all affecting the neck, all adding up over time. And Homicide with that fork. Oh, no. And Homicide. And that
Danny Limelight.
That's Danny Limelight. Member of Team Filthy, but he has allegiances with Homicide in the past. He was part of LAX.
That's right. There is history between Daniel Limelight and Homicide, but Daniel Limelight has been with Team Filthy longer. You know, he's...
And Limelight telling him he's filthy longer than he was LAX. And Homicide, your victor here in tonight's main event, fans. Thank you so much for watching. Homicide is on the loose with a fork. Somebody get that away from him. Next week, we will see Fred Rosser, Jay White, the strong openweight champion, taking on the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. For Alex Kozlov, I'm Ian Riccaboni. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy wrestling, everybody.
Yo, Homicide, I'm gonna tell you something, Papi. I sat in the back and I watched an OG member of LAX 5150 and the leader of Team Filthy battle it out in a slugfest. I mean, you guys went to war and I sat and I watched you and I watched my mans right here. Because I got history of both of y'all. Both of y'all my family. But then, instead of taking your victory and walking out like a man, you try to take things personal. You wanted to grab a fork and try to take it a time, and I think I know why. Because this right here, the longest reigning first ever New Japan Strong Openweight Champion. He's been to Japan. He's won championships everywhere. He dominated the UFC, and you, Homicide, you used to do the same. You used to win championships. You used to dominate your sport. But unfortunately, I think you came to the realization, Papi, that you have more days behind you than in front of you. And so when I went in there and pulled time out, it wasn't nothing personal against you. It's that I'm a loyal dude. And before I was LAX and 5150, winning championships and riding with you and Conan and everybody else, I was Team Filthy. He stood by my side. He's had my back for over 2 years. So Homicide, if you have an issue with what I did, then we can handle this the way we do in New York. With these right here. I ain't afraid of you. But I think you might be a little insecure. Because you see everybody talking about Danny Limelight. Danny Limelight, Danny Limelight. And they ain't mentioning Homicide's name no more. Stay in your lane and stay out of Tom's way from getting his championship back and we'll be all right. Otherwise, you can meet me in the ring, Papa. You good? Come on, I love you, bro. It ain't personal, baby. It's just filthy business.